Good morning. Can you hear me there at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Ruppe. You're all here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime for which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by you, if you plead guilty, or the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. No likelihood you are arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine this morning whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You are also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Go ahead and put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. Sheila Chapman. Ms. Chapman, can I have your date of birth?
4573.
All right, you were here today for a DUI, leaving the scene of an accident with damage, and knowingly driving where your license is suspended or revoked. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. I do see that she has a prior DUI, an 893 suspension, and her driver's license has been suspended since 2007. Is there anything else you'd like me to know?
She just has a grand theft and 2015 adjudication withheld, possession of cocaine, disposition guilty in Pinellas, and then some trespassing in 08.
Okay. All right, Ms. Chapman, I have an address for you in on Park Boulevard in Pinellas Park. Is that where you live?
No.
Where do you live?
6294 Pine Ridge Drive. That's in Brooksville, Florida, 34602.
Okay, what's the number of the street that you live on?
6294 Pine Ridge.
Okay. All right, we're going to need you to update your address with the sheriff's office before you're able to bond out, okay? Do you have a job these days?
No, I'm on disability.
All right. I'm going to keep your bonds the same, $1,000 for the DUI, $5,000 for the leaving the scene of an accident with property damage, and $1,000 for the driving on suspended driver's license. We'll see you back to court on September 18th at 9 a.m. Melissa Geith, or Geithy. Okie dokie. What's your date of birth?
21085.
All right. You are here today for a project use of a credit card. It's based on a warrant signed on August 17th. I did find probable cause for your arrest. I also see that you have an open case, a 2018 CF 1264. I believe that's in front of Judge Toner. Okay, with regard to, do you have the public defender representing you on that case already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you want the public defender to represent you in this case as well?
Yes, if the same one could.
Okay, we'll appoint the public defender's office. All right. I'm going to... What case?
The open case for Melissa.
I have 18 CF 1264. Cultivation of marijuana, possession of marijuana? Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
This is
All right, so what's your case number you have?
18 CF 996. Judge Toner coming back 8:31.
We did this paperwork this morning. We have to talk to everyone. All right, so I'm going to set your bond in this case at $5,000. However, on your open case in front of Judge Toner, the 18 CF 996, I'm going to RCO you on that, which means you're going to be recommitted until you appear back in front of Judge Toner on August 31st. We're going to put this on the same date, so all of your cases will be August 31st in front of Judge Toner, but you're not going to be able to leave the custody of the jail until that time, okay?
Yes.
All right. Catherine Hernandez?
Violation of probation.
Okay. Ms. Hernandez, what's your date of birth?
June 2087.
You are here today for a violation of probation. I did find probable cause for your arrest based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman on July 2nd. Apparently you were placed on probation for DUI, and they're alleging that you didn't do much while you were on probation. They are requesting 180 days in the Hernando County Jail in order to resolve this. If you wanted to take care of this case today, I'll sentence you to the 180 days and give you credit for any time that you have in. If you don't want to do that, I can appoint you an attorney, and we'll see you back to court another day. What would you like to do?
180 days.
It's 180 days. I'll give you credit. You probably have about 4 days in based on the...
She actually has 26, Judge.
You have 26 days in. We'll give you credit for the 26 days that you have. Or I can give you an attorney, and you can come back to court another day, and we'll figure it out then.
I guess I'll have to just take what, 180 days.
You want to take the 180?
Minus,
And you get credit for the 26 that you have in?
yeah, how many months is that?
After the 26 that you have in, it'll be about 150 days. It's about 4 months, approximately.
4 months?
Is it
I
4
only had like a month left.
Okay,
in my
so what we'll do is we'll appoint the public defender's office, and we'll see you back to court on September 14th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Okay, we'll keep it at no bond. Krista Penny. Ms. Penny, can I have your date of birth?
December 14th, 1993.
All right, you are here today for possession of marijuana with intent to sell, driving while license is suspended, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I did find probable cause for each of these. Did you want me to appoint the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the PD. State prior record.
I'm showing a 2018 disposition guilty for possession of paraphernalia out of Brooksville, and that is the only conviction I'm showing, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn it.
she's currently on probation, so a warrant will be forthcoming.
For the possession of paraphernalia?
Yes, she was on probation for possession of paraphernalia, 18 MM 1535. She's placed back on May 16, 2018.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
so
Judge
when I got arrested, that I was on probation, but
Okay.
they looked up in the car and they said that I'm not, and I was like, well,
Okay. Is that in front of Hitzman, you know?
Yes, it is. It will be, yes.
Okay. All right. So what's going to happen is I'll go ahead and give you a bond on these cases that you're here for today, but it looks like they're filing a violation of probation warrant against you. That'll probably come down in the next couple days. So if you are able to bond out on these charges, you'll be re-arrested on the violation of probation, which will be no bond. So it might be a waste of your finances in order to, just bond out on these. But I'm going to go ahead and keep the bonds the same, $2,000, $2,000, and $1,000.
can I ask what happens if they do the violation of probation thing? I would.
You're going to get, if you're in jail when it comes through in the next couple days, then they'll serve you with it in jail. You will be back at first appearance in front of me or Judge Hitzman, and you can either resolve your case at first appearance or you'll be set for another court date. Okay, but you'll be given no bond on the violation of probation. All right, so we'll see you back on this case on September 18th at 9 a.m. Okay? All right, Ryan Urban. Can I have your date of birth?
8/12/82.
All right. You are here today for a retail theft. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
No, ma'am.
Do you have private counsel?
Yes.
Who do you have?
Bill Sansoni?
That's the 1264, right? That's on the other case? Sorry. 18 CF 388. Okay. All right, you said you had a private lawyer, right, Mr. Urban?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Will not appoint public defender's office then, but it looks like you have an open case, the 2018 CF 388 in front of Judge Toner, and it looks like that's set for August 27th. Does that sound right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What we're going to do is there's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you were out on bond on the 388 case. As such, I'm going to revoke your bond on the 2018 CF 388, so you're not going to get out of jail. I'm going to revoke your bond, and we'll see you back to court on that case on 8/27. The date's going to stay the same. And on this new charge of retail theft, I believe they're charging that as a felony. Yes. So that's a felony case, so we're going to put it on the same date, 8/27. We're going to keep the bond the same of the $2,000. And just let your attorney know that both of your cases will be heard on the same day on August 27th, okay?
Ma'am, I had a question about the, for revoking the bond, this charge came out of the past. I mean, it's not anything that I did while I was on bond on this
Let's
charge.
look at the date of offense. The date of offense here, okay, let's see.
I mean,
Okay, hold on a second. Don't say anything. You're going to lose my train of thought. I can only do one thing at a time. Okay, so it looks like, according to the warrant, that the date of offense on this new charge is May 1st of 2016. So it wouldn't be while this charge is pending. Okay, so we're not going to RCO you on it, but I'm going to double your bond. So your bond's now $4,000. And we'll still set both of your cases for 8/27, okay?
okay.
All righty. Stephen Caldwell. All right, Mr. Caldwell, you are here today for driving a suspended driver's license and possession of methamphetamine. The bond is $2,000 each. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Did you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yeah.
Okay. I showed that you have an open case, but it looks like you were already previously recommitted. There's a recommitment order on 18 CF 860. So that will still stand. For these new charges, we're going to just keep the bond same at $2,000 each. And we'll see you back to court on the same day as your other case, which is September 6th at 9 a.m., okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Daniel Eagers. That's the 1264.
That's a couple.
All right, Mr. Eagers, what's your date of birth?
7/30/81.
All right, you are here today for a failure to appear in front of Judge Merritt
Yes,
for
ma'am.
a burglary structure. That's 2018 CF 1264. So he wants you held without bond until he can get you back in front of him, and that's going to be on September 18th. Or does he have something? I'm really confused about this. The note that was left for me says the 1264 was a cultivation of marijuana, but this is showing it's a burglary.
No, there should be no cultivation.
Okay, hold on. Wasn't asking you anything. Bless you. Okay. And it's set for... Oh, that's right. Okay. All these notes are wrong, whoever did this paperwork. It's just saying. Okay, so he wants you held no bond. We're going to keep you no bond and see you back to court on September 18th, okay?
PD?
Yeah, he's got one. Alvin Fernandez? Mr. Fernandez, can I have your date of birth?
March 27, 1975.
All right, you are here today for a domestic battery and resisting an officer with violence and did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Go ahead.
All right. Oh, you said no. You said no?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're going to hire a private attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. State prior record?
Your Honor, I'm not showing any Florida history, but I am showing some out-of-state history. I'm showing a New York reckless endangerment, second degree, convicted in 2008. A driving while intoxicated, first offense in 2008. I'm showing a resisting arrest with no disposition in 2007. And a resisting arrest in 2004 with no disposition, and an assault convicted in 2005, third degree with intent to cause physical injury, and that's a conviction, and no other history, Your Honor.
Okay. Sir, I have an address here in Norbert Street in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
About 6 years.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
Cultivation.
Okay. All right. Is that the Norbert Street address? Is that where Stacy Chain lives as well?
That's my home. I own it.
That's not what I asked.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Stacy Chain. Do not have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, or email. If you see her out somewhere, you need to turn around and go the other way. Even if she calls you, you should hang up the phone. If you have any contact with Ms. Chain whatsoever while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case Ms. Chain wants to file an injunction against you. If she does file that injunction against you, you want to read it very carefully. It'll be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her, her home, her vehicle, or anywhere else where she may frequent. I'm going to set your bond on the domestic battery at $5,000, and on the resisting officer with violence, that's going to stay at 2. We're going to see you back to court on these cases on September 18th at 9 a.m.
Okay, am I able to get a phone call, ma'am?
If you haven't had a phone call yet, you will get one today, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Scott Hummel.
How does the bond work?
Well, they'll advise you of that there at the jail, okay?
All right.
All right. Scott Hummel. Mr. Hummel, can I have your date of birth?
4174.
All righty. You are here for an aggravated battery and a misdemeanor battery. The bonds are currently $5,000 and $1,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office, sir?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll point the PD. State prior record.
Your Honor, I'm not showing any history.
Okay. Sir, I have an address for you on Lauderdale Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
Since 2007.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
No, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to set your bond account number 1 at $2,500. Account number 2 is $500. I'm going to order that you have no contact, though, with Jonathan Sieski and Robin F. Okay? Do not have any contact with either one of them whatsoever. And we'll see you back at court on September 18th at 9 a.m. Antonio Hunter. Mr. Hunter, can I have your date of birth?
010785.
All right, you are here today for a felony domestic battery by strangulation, burglary of a conveyance, and criminal mischief. The bonds are currently no bond on the domestic strangulation, and the burglary and the criminal mischief is set at $1,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State your name.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm showing a disposition adjudication withheld for possession of paraphernalia and a possession of cocaine, both out of Hernando County in 2006, and a failure to appear in Hernando County in 2018. And that's all I'm showing,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hunter, I don't appear to have an address for you. Do you have an address?
I use 4505 Thunderleer.
4505 Gondolier?
Yes, ma'am.
And what city is that in?
Springer.
Okay, how long have you lived there?
A year.
Okay, where did you live before that?
Springer off of Elgin. Off of Pier 1.
All right, how long have you lived in Hernando County?
12 years.
All righty, do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Massages.
Okay. All right, I'm going to order that you have no contact with Jazville Eastman. Do not have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, or email. If you see her out somewhere, you need to turn around and go the other way. If she calls you, she can hang up the phone. Any way that you can imagine having contact with Jazville, I forbid you from doing so. If you do have any contact with her while this case is pending, you'll be arrested on another charge and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file an injunction against you. You want to read it very carefully if she does because it's very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her, her home or vehicle, or anywhere else where she may frequent. I'm going to set your bond on the felony domestic battery by strangulation. That's going to be set at $5,000. The burglary of a conveyance is going to be set at $5,000. And the criminal mischief is going to stay at $1,000. And we'll see you back to court on September 18th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Matthew Marshall. Mr. Marshall, can I have your date of birth?
3/22/92.
Alrighty. Is Matthew spelled with one T or two?
So,
Two T's? Alrighty. It's spelled two different ways here. Alright, you are here today for possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, and carrying a concealed weapon. I did find probable cause for your arrest.
what paraphernalia, miss?
Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Sure.
Okay.
Miss, I live in St. Pete. I was wondering if like I could get R1 and I still didn't have a phone call, like to let everybody know where I'm at.
And state, does he have a prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm showing a disposition guilty for a battery on a Clearwater in 2013, a probation violation on a Hillsborough in 2011, as well as it looks like a failed to register a criminal registration, and that was a sexual conviction. The case number for that was 2011 CF 968, showing an adjudication withheld for possession of marijuana in 2011, controlled substance without prescription, adjudication withheld in 2011, another possession of controlled substance, adjudication withheld in 2011, and a paraphernalia disposition guilty in 2011, all out of Hillsborough County.
Okay. And sir, your address in St. Petersburg, that's 29th Ave North? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
All right. Do you have a job these days?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
Restaurant. I work in a restaurant.
All right. Count number 1, your bond's going to be $4,000. Count number 2, your bond's going to be $2,000. And count number 3, your bond's going to be $4,000.
Wait, what account? Wait, I'm so lost.
It's a total of $10,000. And we're going to see you back in court on September 18th at 9 a.m.
Wait, miss, I'm lost. How do I?
Don't wait, Miss Me. That is your bond. It's based on your prior record and your lack of ties to the community. It's $10,000. Did you get your next court date?
No, I'm
September
my
18th.
laptop.
September 18th at 9 a.m. Gabrielle Stumple. Hold on 1 second. Can I have your date of birth, please?
August 10th, 1996.
Okay, Mr. How do you say your last name? Stumple?
Stumble, yeah.
Stumple, okay. You are here today for a violation of probation. Looks like 2 counts of violation of, you were placed on probation for 2 things. And it's based on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt on August 14th. So I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
I'm working on getting a lawyer, but if I don't, then yes.
Okay, so at this point you're going to hire private counsel?
Yes.
Okay. And ma'am, are you a relative or?
I'm his mom.
Okay.
Huh?
1 second, sir.
I'm his mom.
Okay.
My name's Lori Stumple.
Okay.
So I just came because I wasn't sure if he knew that we were trying to get him a private lawyer.
Okay, sounds
But
like you
also,
know.
my son has, I think the West Kleinhardt Fair Interview Act would fit for him. And I wanted
Okay.
to make sure.
Well, we'll have to talk to your attorney about that. I can't do anything with that today. I'm not even the judge on his case. Okay, but for today's purposes, I need to hold him without bond. I'm going to set him back up for a court date on September 18th at 9 o'clock, and that should be a Judge Merritt date. Yes, okay, September 18th at 9 o'clock. We'll see you back in court then, okay? Okay, thank you. David Tamaro.
Good morning,
Good morning. Can I have your date of birth?
12/15/69.
All right. You are here today for a violation of probation, and it's based on a warrant signed by Judge Hitzman on August 12th. Apparently, you were placed on probation for DUI and driving a suspended driver's license, and there's no proof that you did the DUI assault, the substance abuse evaluation, or any treatment that they recommend, the 10-day impound, or the victim impact panel. Based on that, I didn't get a recommendation from probation. Is there one?
And the reason being that
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on, sir.
the reason for that is his time had expired, and we left it to the discretion of the court.
Okay. All right.
Ma'am, I just want to say that I did pay all my fees and did all my community service. And the class, I did pay for the 2-day class and went to the first day, but on the second day there, my car overheated and the head gasket went. I showed up like 30 minutes late,
Okay.
and they told me I had to redo it, and that violated me.
Yeah. State, what is this prior record?
I'm showing a battery and 94 adjudication withheld, a disposition guilty for a theft, 300 or more but less than 5,000. In 2006, disposition guilty, and I'm showing a DUI reference out in 2013 on no disposition. And that's all I'm showing right now.
Judge, he does have 8 days, yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. If you want to take care of this today, I'll go ahead and give you time served for the 8 days that you have in the Hernando County Jail. You will still have to do all of these conditions of probation in order to get your driver's license back. You understand
That's
that?
fine.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Do you understand? You're not done. Get back here.
Sorry.
Okay. Do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up right to have a hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up right to confront witnesses at that hearing and call your own witnesses at that hearing. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to the violation of probation in 2013 GT 843, do you admit that you violated your probation?
Yes, ma'am.
I accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily given and adjudicate you guilty, revoke and terminate your probation, sentence you to 8 days in the Hernando County Jail, give you credit for the 8 days that you had in. You'll have $50 cost of prosecution in this case, as well as cost of incarceration for those 8 days. You want to make your way down to the clerk of court and make payment arrangements for all of those things, okay?
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
with respect to the coin, only 4 days was actually served in Hernando.
Okay, so noted. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, Paul Roberts. Mr. Roberts, can I have your date of birth?
8/17/85.
You were here today for a violation of pretrial release. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Can I have the same lawyer that I have?
I don't know. Was it a public defender?
I'm not sure. It's a conflict of interest lawyer.
Okay, who was it?
I don't have his name.
Okay. Well, how can I get there? All right. I see that you have an open case here, 2018 CF 968, where you have a battery on a law enforcement officer resisting with violence and a misdemeanor battery. It looks like that is scheduled for a motion hearing in front of Judge Merritt on August 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then the pretrial is scheduled for September 14th. It says it's a hearing date. All right. So what we're due, there's probable cause to believe that you committed another crime while you're out on bond on this felony case. And what we're going to do is recommit you on the 2018 CF 968. So you're going to be held no bond on that case. And we'll get
What
you
time did I commit?
a violation of the pretrial release, having contact with the victim, after I told you not to.
That was dropped in court.
No. No, it
I had
wasn't.
DCF visits in the courthouse. You can call my DCF worker.
I'm not going to call anybody. That's up for your attorney, who you don't have a name for. But based on what I have here today, you violated your pretrial release, and based on the officer's probable cause affidavit, that there is probable cause to believe that you committed that crime. So I'm going to recommit you on the 2018 CF 968. Your bond on this violation of pretrial release is going to be $5,000, and we're going to see you back to court on, well, this will be a misdemeanor, so when's that? September 14th? We'll see you back in court September 14th at 9 a.m. on this case.
Thank you.
All right. Armando Vasquez.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Can I have your date of birth?
10/27/57.
All right. You are here today for possession of methamphetamine, possession of controlled substance, times 3, unauthorized operation of a motor vehicle, and possession of drug paraphernalia. There's one count of each of those. Your bond is currently $21,000. Okay. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you on these, sir?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State receive a prior record.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm showing that the defendant's a single source offender, adjudication withheld in 2005 for grand theft, adjudication withheld for fraud in 2005 on a Broward County, an aggravated assault, adjudication withheld in 1987 out of Miami, and no other history, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Vasquez, I have an address here on Gifford Drive in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
That's correct.
How long have you lived there?
Almost 3 years now.
All right. Do you have a job these days?
Not right now.
Okay.
I don't employ it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to keep all the bonds amounts the same. So 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 500, and 500. We're going to see you back to court on all these cases on September 18th at 9 a.m., okay?
September 18th.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Have a good day.